All right, we are on Cole Tower. We are playing the Hag. We're playing the Hag by request. And we are immediately going to hope that basement is in main building. Didn't really want to see you already. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. All right. Not three Michaelas. Two Michaelas in this lobby. No flashlights though, right? All right, Kate. We really didn't want to chase this early. Oh, there's a dead hard. Oh God, they did a gen over in our area. Wait, one of our gens is corrupted over there? Did we have that bad of a corrupt split? So remember when we said we would either get pantsed? We would either get pantsed or we would do really well. Right now, it's being pantsed. Yeah, we already are ready. We already don't have a 3-gen. I mean, we do, but not where we wanted it. And again, did we ever figure out where basement was? It's in Killer Shack. Well, if we can get him in the basement, that would be huge. We're gonna have to get shocked. All right, we were hoping he didn't have dead hard. Thank you for not having dead hard. You do have boil over, so let's see if we can get you in the basement. All right. All right. New plan. New plan. It's basement hag time, everybody. All right. 1, 2. This is exactly what we want to do, is chase the Kate to the basement, hopefully. God damn. Getting spun. No, Michaela. By the way, that is literally, that saved the best for last value right there. She was our obsession. I mean, technically she still is. So she crouched past the first 2 traps. She didn't crouch past the 3rd. I hear footsteps. I just don't know where they're coming from. Hag's a territorial killer. All right. Yeah, so they got that gen done while all that was going on. Kate, are you healed already? Hey, Leon. Oh, Leon. And just like that, 2 people dead. Yeah, I see you, Kate. Does she want to be chased? I mean, we can do that. I thought I could get to her before the, So my question is, where is the other Michaela? She's over here. All right, we're gonna have to lose some stacks for her. I think she's the only one we haven't hooked for the match. God, another frickin' pallet. Too many pallets on this map, Michaela. Are you gonna teabag? Well, okay. Actually, it was her that we had not yet hooked. Michaela. Michaela? And that's going to be a GG. Michaela, Kate may not be able to do what the others did, but we will give you the honor of dying in the basement that claimed your teammates. And that will be that. That, as they say, will be that. All right. We get a 4K as Hagatha. What did we do right? I think rather than talk about what we did right, let's talk about what we did wrong in that match. What did we not do well in that match? Well, let's not talk about us potato-y swinging and missing at survivors, because it wouldn't be an us match if we didn't potato swing against particular survivors now, would it? No. So that's the thing. So the fact we swung and missed, especially early in the match, we took a couple swings and missed, and whatever, that just happens. We ended up in chase. We had somebody in our zone before we could even start really setting up a perimeter, and we wanted to set one up around Cole Tower, and we ran into the Kate right off the bat. And I think the Michaela was there too. And when we looked back at our corrupt spawn, that corrupt spawn was not all 3 gens together, I don't believe. So I think we had a bad corrupt spawn, and with Hag, that can be bad. Because Hag needs time to set up her traps, needs time to get her web going, and needs time to defend herself. And we weren't really able to do that. We were in chase much quicker than we wanted to be. Usually when you play Hag, you want to keep things in your territory. You don't want to venture outside of your territory, except we were all over the map. We chased literally everywhere, and that's not what you're supposed to do as Hag. You're supposed to stake out some ground and hold on to it, and we really didn't do that. The only time we finally did that to an extent was once we got somebody down in the basement. We weren't 100% sure where the basement was. We ended up getting the Chris, who was running the full boil over, power struggle, unbreakable flip-flop build. Thankfully, we picked him up immediately, and thankfully we were able to get him into the basement. We were able to get him into the basement. We had a gen in the basement in Killer Shack, a gen nearby it, and another gen by the log pile that they had work on, but we were able to delay that gen just long enough to defend that hook, and we ended up getting Michaela, who I think was our obsession, and we didn't even lose stacks. We were able to teleport and yank her off that unhook and hook her down there with the Chris. We had 2 people down there in the basement, and the one thing you cannot do against Hag if you're a survivor is you cannot go down in the basement, because a Hag player, even one that may not be as good as me, is going to make sure you do not get out of that basement alive. And one of the survivors, I'm not sure who ended up with the ultimate rescue there, did manage to sneak by my traps, including the one in the corner, which is what caught the Michaela off guard. She snuck past the 2 on the stairs, but the one behind it, a lot of people don't expect, and she was able to sneak past the first 2, but like I said, we grabbed her. Whoever got the rescue on the 2 people in the basement snuck past all 3. But by the time that happened, somebody else trying to run away, I imagine, ended up tripping up one of those other traps. We were able to get back down there. We were able to down the Leon, I think it was. However it ended up, we ended up with multiple survivors dead. And at that point, a 2v1, it took us a while to get there. We tried not to screw things up, and we tried to play cautious, and we ended up doing so. And we also, we got our Rift Challenge done, and we end up with the ultimate good result. We get the 4K on Cole Tower as Hagatha.